Alright folks, so we have a new LEGO Icon set to take a look at here. This is the Santa's Post Office set. Now for those who don't know, every year pretty much LEGO comes out with a new Holiday Village set, essentially just like a Christmas themed building. Sometimes there'll be something like Santa's Post Office, we've gotten a Santa's Workshop, we've gotten a bakery in the past, lots of different stuff, lots of different options, but we're getting a post office this year, which is pretty cool. First of all, retailing for $100 in the US, which is usually the price that these things tend to go for, with 1,440 pieces. Right off the bat, value is looking really fantastic for this, but let's talk about that a little bit more in the end. First impressions here, obviously we have the building itself. It doesn't look too large, but it looks, it looks like what it's supposed to look like. Nice little wreath, golden kind of wreath right here. Looks pretty nice, really stands out. You've got that sort of fireplace chimney stalk going on over there, and then the main entrance with some of those kind of candy cane poles on the side. I really like this little North Pole post right here. It really gives that vibe of the North Pole. Kind of reminds me of something you'd see in like those classic Santa Claus movies and stuff like that. And then the hot air balloon, of course, stands out a whole lot. And I'm really impressed with the piece count for this. Again, around 1,400 pieces, and some large pieces in here with these hot air balloon pieces. So we've got, the post office and the hot air balloon. Everything looks really nice. It looks like we have kind of a little fishing hole over here as well, which is just a nice little addition. Right off the bat with the box art, we do know that there is some sort of battery in here. I'm guessing probably a light brick, and probably has to do with the hot air balloon right there. So I'm sure we'll take a look at that here in just a moment. Here's kind of the interior, and it's not, it has interior. It's not the most in-depth interior. There's not a whole lot of room for minifigures. It of course is that dollhouse style, so it's not enclosed on the back, but it looks like that the idea here is that the hot air balloon delivers letters, and then you spin that wheel, the letters kind of go down this chute into this collector, and then they can collect them in the little carts and wheel them to where they need to go. And I kind of like that. I guess the whole idea here is that this is where Santa answers all of the letters from the kids, which is just really fantastic. We also have a little chute right here, I guess, for the letters that will return to the kids. It looks like this is where Santa would actually write the letters and drop them down. So this was really well thought out. There's a whole lot going on here. Here's a closer look at those elf minifigures. Nothing too special there, but we do see some of those prints on the little the little mail slips, and it looks like they are indeed prints. So that's really fantastic. Here's a better look at the center of the post office, it looks like. And then here is a better look at his little workstation, I guess you could say, where he actually responds and reads the letters and all that sort of stuff. It looks like with this machine right here, maybe this lever, when you flip it back and forth, you can kind of decide which side it goes into. So some of them would go into the red cart, some of them into the green one. I guess you determine what that means. Here's a better look at that hot air balloon, and it does look like there's probably a light brick incorporated somewhere in there somehow. I'm not quite sure what's going on with that. These are the minifigures, 5 total, 4 elves plus a Santa Claus. They all look fine. I'm not going to spend too long on them. It looks like the same torso prints for all of the elves pretty much. Different face prints, and then of course you have Santa Claus himself. So it does look like the back of the box really gives us kind of more of an idea here. The light brick does have to do with the actual hot air balloon, just as I suspected, so that's kind of nice. And here's what it looks like with those lifestyle photos kind of next to actual people, just to give you a little idea of it. Closer look at the hot air balloon there, and here's a look at that interior, all the functioning. It looks like the roof is removable so that you can have easy access to that little yellow chute there. We can also see it here next to some of the other holiday sets, and I would say it fits in pretty alright. It's not really the exact same vibe as a lot of the other ones. The balloon definitely stands out a whole lot, but overall, I mean, it fits in with the theme just fine in my opinion. I have no issues with that. We can take a glance here real quick at the lifestyle video. I don't want to spend too long on it, but it'll get us a little idea of how this thing sort of presents in a more realistic context. Okay, so that's interesting. So the actual button for let's go back, come on now. The actual button for the light is in the top of the hot air balloon. You press it down on the top. So it looks like the function itself is somewhere within the balloon. So the balloon is not going to be entirely hollow. That's kind of an interesting way to incorporate it, but I'm not mad about it. I think it works just fine. And yeah, you can kind of determine which side the letters go into with those levers. I like it. I have no complaints here. literally the price. I don't even have a complaint with that. I think that $100 is perfect for this. I have no issues there. I'm really surprised they didn't try to go higher. I'm fine with it. I'm perfectly fine here. I really have nothing more to say. This is one of the first times in a while where I'm just like, yeah, good set, no issues. Let me know, though, in the comments below what you think of this thing, if you plan on getting it. And if you liked this video, if you made it this far, be sure to leave a like. Be sure to subscribe as well. I appreciate you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.